Hello, friends. It's been quite an exciting weekend for me because this weekend I had the first look at, ta-da, the Word Cloud Tarot deck. This was delivered, having been printed for the very first time. This is the very first deck that's ever been printed of the Word Cloud Tarot deck, which I designed. And so it's time for the test print unboxing. This is the test print. It comes in a metal case, shiny metal on one side with a printed label on the other. This is some kind of vinyl. Looks nice and bright on the camera there, but it's a little bit less bright than I would like on the thing, so we'll brighten that up before the actual prototype print. Let's have a look through them, shall we? Let's have a look through. This is the deck that I designed for beginners, as I said earlier, because I found when I was looking through learning how to do the tarot that spent a lot of time dealing the cards and then having to look up what the cards meant in a book or in the on the web or wherever, and it just seemed sensible to print the meanings on the cards. So I looked for a pack, assuming that one would already exist, and no such pack already existed as far as I could tell. And so my pack has pictures, yes, but it also has lots of words. You don't need to look up the meaning of the Ace of Pentacles here. You know it's about existence and change and wealth and money. And so for the rest of the cards too. There's a butterfly look. All the Pentacles ones are green. Pentacles represents power, money, really money. There he is holding up some money because he's been successful, and there he is crying over money because he's been a failure and saving money. As you see, the Pentacles are about money in lots of ways. He gets page and a knight, and then a king and a queen. You can see that the tops of the cards, the tops of the thrones, are like the chess pieces for the king and the queen. And here we've got the wands. Here he is as a baby. They're a baby on all of the aces, plotting his dominion. He's got a nice halo there for virtue. That might be a little bit overexposed. There's a little tick there for completion. Oh, and that's definitely a little overexposed. We'll need to work on that. We'll bring that down a little bit for strife. There he is, victory and valor and swiftness and manifest and oppression. Then he's also knighted and kinged and queened. Here's the cups, little baby. There's a different alien for each of the minor arcana. His cup floweth over with wine, an abundance of wine. There he is, luxuriating or disappointed about his spilled wine. Debauch is indolence and satiety. He's also getting the knights and the king and the queen. And we have the suit of swords with a little, shouldn't let babies play with swords, but it's okay if they're aliens. There he is, releasing the dove of peace and feeling sorrowful, having a little truce there, but defeated, using the power of science or futility or interference. This one's about ruin. And then he also does the horse and the king and queen thing, so that's nice. Those are the minor arcana, but of course on the other side of the box we have the major arcana. There's only one suit of these, but it goes up higher. You got the Fool, and that's a little overexposed as well, so that will need a bit more work for the production print. Little pregnant baby. Lovers there. The alien changes as he goes through, so he's becoming more evolved. He enters his brainy phase, but then that's death and rebirth. There's the taller, longer neck, and then he grows even longer and taller for the howling at the moon and the sun there. You should be able to see his shadow of his legs slightly, so that's also a little bit overexposed, but there's not many problems, is there? They all look pretty good. And here's the we did some cards for different spreads you can do. So this one's just a simple 3-card spread with a timeline. It's got the past, the present and the future. Might make these a bit more readable for the production set. or if you're past, present and future, and then you have some guidance, and that might divert the path of fate. So that's for the horseshoe spread. Or there's the pentagram spread here with the 5 elements around a significated card, or a 9 card spread. This is the most complicated spread that we do a card for. It's got different causal paths combining through time to result in the present moment, and then on to what possible futures might bring. Or we've got a relationship compatibility card. So you put yourself on the left and your possible partner on the right, and then in the middle it shows you the different things that how you match in mental and emotional and physical ways. So if you're thinking of pairing up with a new partner, or a new business partner, or just choosing a drink at the bar, maybe that's the reading that you need to do. But I reckon we should probably do a test reading, right? The first reading with the new cards. We should do a simple 3 card spread. Let's give it a go. We press that to bring up the 3 card spread. There we go. First time these cards have ever been shuffled then. Let's do a reading. As you do the shuffle, you need to think about the topic under consideration, what the reading will bring, what it will tell you about. And in this occasion, I think, given that this is the weekend when the cards first arrived, and with the first ever print of the Word Cloud Tarot deck being made, we should probably ponder the question, what will be the outcome of these cards? What change will they wrought on the world? How will they affect the future? How have they been built in the past? So, as I say, we'll start with a 3 card reading. The first card that we'll do a cut for each card, is the 8 of Cups. That's known as indolence, 8 of Cups. If we have a zoom in on it here, you can see this is the past, and it's been saying that it's been helpless. Perhaps the whole of tarot used to be helpless before this new method came along. The world of tarot was full of gloominess and sluggishness and callousness. It was tired and full of lethargy and feeling morose. So that's quite a bad past for the world of tarot. Let's see what the next card brings. This is the present moment, the week in which the Word Cloud Tarot was printed, and that gives us the 5 of Pentacles. The 5 of Pentacles is also known as worry. The current moment in the world of tarot must be worried about this new Word Cloud Tarot. Perhaps they're going to get some bad luck, and we're going to get some good luck. Their sluggishness and their bad news for the world of tarot, they'll be astonished and they'll be bewildered, and there's going to be a setback. They're going to be frustrated. That's the current moment. But what about the future, now that the Word Cloud Tarot exists itself? What will the future bring? The future will bring the devil. The devil is the 15th trump card. And it too has many meanings. Immobilization and perversion, servitude and despair. The world of tarot is going to suffer violence and suffocation and anger at the deception and the fear and the falsehood being revealed. It seems that these new decks are going to bring bondage and doubt to the world. Then, after you've read the 3 cards, it's time to build a story around this timeline. The timeline begins with the world of tarot feeling cynical and sluggish and gloomy until the present moment when the worry and self-doubt comes to a peak. The fluky one-off thing of this deck being invented happens, and it brings upon the world the devil. It immobilizes the old tarot like it's drunk, suffocates it. Violence to the old tarot, because this is the new tarot, and from now on the world will never be the same. Yes, the devil is come to the tarot, and yet the devil has not come to this pack, because this print is basically good enough. I think I'm going to make a few minor edits, as I say, and then we will get a production print done. Limited run, I think, initially, with perhaps some kind of unique cards in each one. So for instance, here is a unique card that we might put in one of the sets. We will get 78 packs in a cardboard box and 22 packs in the lovely metal box. So all of the 22 packs in the metal box will have one of the trump cards in them, except with this unique design up here that you can see, so pleasingly demonstrated. Every one of the packs will have one of these cards, a unique one, in them, and they will be available soon. And then when we've sold the first 100, we can worry about perhaps a larger run after that initial prototype run. So you might get a card like this, for instance. That's the 31st of the decks that will be printed. We'll have that card added to it. But that's it for today. The World Code Tarot exists, everybody. It's a thing. If you want to buy one, then I guess like and subscribe, because after I've made these few edits, we'll get the production run printed up, and in about a month or two at most, you should be able to buy one. Thanks for watching. See you at the next time.